Now, from the Weather Tracker TV Storm Studios, this is Your Weather Tonight. Here's Chief Meteorologist William Cole.
All right, folks, here we go now, heading right on into our Wednesday evening, and it was a warm, humid, and breezy afternoon out there. In fact, DFW officially tapping 80 just a little bit earlier this afternoon. That heat, that humidity, even that wind is going to begin to factor into our forecast going forward, because we are talking about the opportunity of rainstorms, and for tomorrow, Thursday, talking about the opportunity of severe weather. So I do want to get you caught up on that. The very newest data came in literally minutes ago, so we'll plug that into the storm timeline here over the next few minutes. But I also want to talk about our Wednesday evening, because look at this. There is a very low end 10% probability, even a stray shower thunderstorm, as we go through this evening. If a storm were to form, it's not impossible even this evening. It could be strong or severe. Now, with that being said, I've really been carefully monitoring the visible satellite loop here over the last couple of hours. In order to get a storm, you have to have, well, a bubbling cumulus cloud, first of all, right? We're not seeing any cumulus cloud development out there. The cap, the warm air of a warm layer, rather, of air aloft continues to really suppress any development. So we're not seeing that. Scanning it with NextRad here, right now, the way it looks, I think through the evening hours, we do remain quiet. But elsewhere around the region, there is quite a bit of active weather. Severe thunderstorm watch, severe thunderstorm warnings up across parts of Missouri. And then there's a fairly significant snowstorm that continues to move through parts of the Colorado Rockies. Now, also in the region, as we went through the afternoon, we've really been talking about this at length as well. Elevated critical fire danger, all of that right there is bad enough. But out in our Texas Panhandle, into parts of Oklahoma, the same areas that had the historic wildland fires just 2 weeks ago, they were under an explosive zone for fire development as we went through the day. The good news is not a lot of reports coming in of active wildfires out there. But again, we'll continue to monitor that, obviously, through sunset this evening. At that point in time, the fire danger will begin to go down. Look at that big storm trough, though, out to the west. This is going to stall out across the desert southwest. And as that happens, it's going to send several pieces of energy through the Great Plains over the next several days. You see that donut hole just kind of stalled out and not moving. So we'll have moisture, we'll have instability. We've got the ingredients in place. And again, with those lobes of energy coming out, areas of spin coming out, again, it is going to give us that opportunity of active weather, number one, beginning in earnest as we get into tomorrow, Thursday. But again, let's talk about this evening one more time, because a lot of folks are going to see this map and you're going to wonder what's going on. Again, if a storm were to form, again, it could be severe this evening, even through the first part of the overnight. Again, hail would be the concern, quarter-size hail. This is from the Storm Prediction Center. But again, right now for this evening, for tonight, we're not necessarily seeing any signs of development. Now, there could be some showers by sunrise tomorrow morning for your morning commute. And then, of course, as we go through tomorrow, Thursday, right now I think it's all about Thursday, the opportunity of severe weather, golf ball size hail, winds to 65 miles per hour. And again, the opportunity of a tornado warning or two, simply put, depending on how this plays out, cannot be ruled out. So again, we do want to track that carefully as well. So again, here's the modeling. You can see really jumping ahead in time, talking about tomorrow. Again, thunderstorms do develop again by late day tomorrow. And again, any of this activity you're seeing there, again, could be severe, again, with that risk of severe weather. So obviously, we're going to track that carefully as we go forward in time. So this evening and tonight, temperatures basically eventually easing down into the 60s. By sunrise tomorrow morning, a lot of mid to upper 60s. That will be your out-the-door temperature. Again, to start your Thursday. Overnight, it's a 10 to 20% probability. That would mainly be showery activity by sunrise tomorrow morning. And then as we go through tomorrow, again, 70s, upper 70s to right around 80s. So again, it will be another warm, humid, windy, becoming unstable, giving us that opportunity of rain and storms. And again, I think truly from the Interstate 35 corridor off to the east, that's going to be the better opportunity of rain and storms, especially as we roll through the afternoon into the evening. And then a touch, we'll just call this milder as we get into Thursday night. This will be early Friday morning. 50 showing up to the lower 60s around the area. And then as we get into Friday, temperatures easing back a notch, 60s to right around 70. And that will be the general trend then into the weekend. We'll be talking more about the way of 60s with another opportunity of rain on Saturday, and then possibly by the middle part of next week. But you can see pretty decent stretch of 60s.